You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the only one media group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what is up, guys? There are 25,000 of you guys on the line with us today. What is up, man? You guys are going to break the internet, but it's all good because we can house all of you guys here, so no worries on that end, all right? All right, so what I want to tell you guys is dealing with, information overload. It never stops. Emails, phone calls, faxes, memos, reports, magazines, trade journals, CDs, radio programs, television. You're constantly assaulted with information. It comes from every direction. The growing roles of computers and the internet make the problem even worse because computers can spew out information at a rate that is almost incomprehensible. How do you deal with it all? You may ask Dini. Dini's going to tell you. How do you manage, well, I'm not going to tell you that yet. Or you may even ask me, how do you manage to get through the day without being completely bogged down by information? Well, Dini is going to say, I will say this, it is not easy, and it takes a strong focus and discipline to avoid getting pulled off of any number of directions. There's an author by the name of Stephanie Winston. In her book called Getting Organized, she outlines what she calls the TRAF system for dealing with paperwork. That's TRAF. The concepts of TRAF system can apply just as well to email and many other sources of information. Each of the letters in the acronym TRAF stands for an alternate action that you can take with any piece of information which crosses your path. T is for toss. One of the best ways to deal with something is to throw it away. I do this often with emails that I'm afraid the D key on my power book is going to wear out. Likewise, the recycling bin in my office is also beginning to show signs of wear from the loads that it must bear. Now, don't discard anything that requires an answer, but much of the information you get each day doesn't deserve to clutter up your desk or your inbox, your filing cabinet, or your disk drive. So ask yourself, what would be the negative consequences if I didn't read this? If there are none, then toss it. R is for refer. If you can delegate someone else to take action on something, then do it. That's what being a boss is all about, delegating the work. Ask yourself if you really need to be the one to act on something or if someone else can do it just as well. Many things can be passed to others who can deal with them more appropriately. A, my friends, is for action. If a piece of information comes to you that demands action, then put it in a special folder or add it to your to-do list. Then take action on it as soon as possible so you can move on to something else. And last, F is for file. If you receive some information that you will need later, then file it where you'll be able to get to it. But remember, 80% of all papers filed are never seen again, needed, or even used. So if the information is something that you can always get elsewhere with more and more information available online, that this is increasingly the case, then there's no need for you to keep your own copy. The important thing is to quickly deal with every letter, phone call, fax, email, memo, or other information that comes to you. One of the biggest wastes of time is dealing with the same thing over and over again. You pick it up, you read it, wondering what to do with it, and stick it back on your desk. Again and again, you pick it up and read it. If you deal with things as soon as they come up, then you'll avoid a lot of wasted time and effort. So friends, keep the TRAF system in mind as you go through your day and take control of the information in your life. That is my word, and word is blind. Take it from me, dini-mussolini.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, it feels so good to be back with you guys once again. So one time for my people who are indigos and starseeds, and 2 times for my people who are vegans. We are averaging over 34,000 plus listeners, and we've been at this for 3 solid years. I appreciate all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we're still growing, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, movies, and research in every aspect. And we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on the show, from Grammy Award-winning artists, nominees, to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology geniuses, visual artists, from authors to professors and aliens. Or people who think they're aliens. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out. To book an interview or just to share a real cool story, email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. I'm passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do, and together, yes, together, we can get your voice heard by the people who should hear it. So let's create something incredible. And with that, hello out there, and welcome to another episode of our podcast, Vigilantes Radio. Thank you again, as always, for tuning in and being a part of our audience family. You know the number to dial. It's 701-801-9813 to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in and mix directly from my website, which is onlyonemediagroup.com. Scroll over to the Vigilantes Radio tab and slap that go live button, and you'll be right here live in the mix with all of us, or in the chat room. So feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here. And as always, all episodes are available for free download. You can grab that from Spreaker.com/onlyonemediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, the app called Podcast Addict, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we've ever aired.
Are you living with pain? I was, after a nasty fall. I got relief with 1 Hour Pain Relief. I'm Barry Yarkoni, president, and here's Lisa, a Marine who was injured in Iraq.
After surviving an explosion, I was on horrible painkillers for lingering head, shoulder, back, and knee pain, but I hated the dangers and side effects. My friend told me about 1 Hour Pain Relief, and now I'm off the drugs.
1 Hour Pain Relief is the result of 15 years of research on an amazing extract from hops, the plant used to flavor beer.
Whether your pain is from an injury or just aging, you get safe, all-day relief in less than 1 hour.
We're so sure you'll love 1 Hour Pain Relief, too, that we'll send you a 1-week trial for just a small shipping charge. Call 800-269-9500 right now. That's 800-269-9500. There's no gimmicks, no obligation, no automatic shipments. Stop living with pain. Call 800-269-9500 for your 1-week trial, or visit onehourpainrelief.com. That's 800-269-9500.
Well, I don't want to keep 25,000 of you guys waiting any longer. So let's go ahead and dive deep into this interview. As a matter of fact, today's interview is the Pharaoh Interview, and I'm your host, Dini-mussolini. We are the people who have dedicated their weekdays, nights to music, movies, news, business, adventures, conspiracies, and just talk in every aspect. From our incredible writing and promotion on our new Facebook page, Vigilantes Radio. By the way, stop by and hit the like button. Or to our interviews and music shows like now, Vigilantes Radio, or our spiritual and Two of the Talk, where we talk about money, music business, relationships, all that good stuff on our show called Skeptics, to our very brand new show called Hated It. And it's where Mike and I review movies of all kinds, and we do voiceover comedy. We spend each and every day giving our maximum effort to create a vibrant, exciting indie and professional community for all creative minds that coexist in this beautiful world. Our special guest today is rapper Pharaoh. So let's go ahead and bring him on. Hey, Pharaoh, you're now live in the mix with all of us. How is it going, and how are you feeling?
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm feeling good, man. It's going great.
Hey, that's great to hear, man. How's the weather where you're at?
It's actually pretty nice outside, man. It's about 80-something degrees, you know, a little hot.
Great. All right, so shall we dive deep into this interview?
All right, let's go with it.
Yes, sir. So, man, when did you realize that you wanted to do music for the rest of your life?
Oh, at 9 years old. 9 years old is when I realized that.
Wow, man, at that age, 9 years old. So, is rapping the only thing you can do, or can you play instruments, sing?
I sing a little bit. You know, I'm working on producing right now. I engineer a lot of my songs, so I kind of, you know, do some other things too. You know, I play the marketing and management role for myself as well.
Nice. All right, man. So tell me about where you are at on the map, living-wise, because, well, I know you live in North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
All right. I've never been there, but I have a homie there by the name of Crackle Capone. He's been on the rap scene for a minute. And the way he tells me, it sounds like a tough place to live, just living and for music, which pretty much sounds where I come from in Mississippi. But tell us about the real North Carolina that you know about so that we can adjust our perceptions from this side of the internet.
I mean, North Carolina is it's all right, you know. It's not bad. I mean, it can be tough, you know, probably more so to break into the music scene than where I'm originally from, Georgia, you know, which is, you know, just a powerhouse and, you know, as far as the industry goes and breaking new artists. But as far as the living conditions here, I mean, it's just like any other place. You got, you know, good spots and bad spots, you know.
All right. So it should be a pretty exciting time, man, for you right now in your career. You have a new single out, New Wave Alert. So have you been out there to perform live shows?
Yeah, I'm actually about to go do a show tonight out there in Atlanta, Club Platinum.
Dope. All right, man. And it's always tough, you know, to be a one-man act. So how do you plan to stand out in the live atmosphere? What do you do?
Just bringing that energy, you know, bringing that energy, the same energy that I've recorded the song with, you know, getting the crowd involved.
Yeah.
You know, just trying to invoke that same energy in the crowd.
Definitely. And what's the most important thing to you to bring on stage, especially when you're dealing with a brand new crowd who's never heard you before? Don't know your music? What's the most important thing to convey to them?
Just to let them know, you know, they're going to get that energy out of me and that they're going to, you know, the songs is going to be there, you know. I'm going to actually perform my songs. I'm not going to just, you know, let the music play. They're going to know that I'm here to perform for them.
Definitely. Do you play with, do you perform with backing vocals?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, with the background going.
Cool. So I want to hear it from you directly, man. Just a simple question, really. But I want to hear it from your perspective and definition. Like, define what censorship is to you, and do you experience any, even if it's just a simple post on social media, on Facebook or Twitter? Are you feeling like the need to watch what you say?
Censorship to me is the need to scale back when it comes to certain sayings and certain things that you want to say and put out to the public. Yeah, we all, and yeah, I do, you know, we all have to experience some type of censorship, and we have to, you know, practice some censorship because, you know, with me, I feel like, you know, anything you put out there, you can't take it back most times without somebody already seeing it. So you gotta be pretty careful on what you say. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna say what I feel, but, you know, at the same time, you gotta understand that everything is, you know, is all business.
Yeah. And I did a show about this a while ago, and what we talked about was like how the hip-hop rap culture, when it comes to artists, is kind of have like a DC Marvel feel. Like, you got some people who are like super villains, and then some people who are superheroes. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I could kind of see that.
Yeah, like 50 Cent to me would be like a super villain, and Drake would be like a superhero, and Eminem would be like a vigilante. You know, he just like the Punisher. You know, he's hurting everybody.
Yeah.
So In that regards, what would you say would be your side of the coin? Does the public see you as a threat, rather than just another person making your music, or are you on the higher conscious side, I guess you would say?
I say that it could go either way. My favorite Marvel hero was always Spider-Man, and so I'm going to use Spider-Man as an example for myself. I could be the Spider-Man that goes and saves the day, or I could be the one that got the black suit. It just depends.
Bro, you're my new best friend. I was thinking that same exact thing, man. I was like, because Spider-Man also had that black symbiote, so he could go either way.
Yeah,
that's cool.
How it is.
That's cool. All right, man. So, how was the reaction to your music been like for you? Are people flocking in or slowly gravitating to who you are and what you're trying to do?
I'd say at this point, I see a lot of people flocking in. But at the same time, it's a slow and steady game. It's kind of like I see the numbers rising, but I guess the actual, interactions aren't really there as much yet. So it's like a slow and fast thing at the same time. Like the numbers on the music are going up like crazy, but the people, interacting, that takes a little more time usually.
Yeah. Do you want the interaction?
I mean, yeah, I would love, for people to, talk about it and, just kind of voice their opinions on it.
Yeah. As I was saying in the beginning of the show, like how information comes at us in an abundance. When you start getting all those interactions and they want answers and they want you to tell them about this, reply to that, tweet this, tweet that, it's going to it'll get kind of overwhelming. Do you have some system in place to where you feel like you'll be able to manage all this and still create music and still handle your business as you're supposed to?
Oh, yeah, I think what I would do is probably just try to set aside some time to kind of go through stuff like emails and everything. But, social media for me, I don't pay too much attention to it because, like you said, I'm busy trying to create more music and, just focus on that. But, I try to, show as much love as possible at all times because, at the end of the day, the people are, are what keep this thing going. So for me, that's very important.
Definitely. Where do you currently practice your material, and how do you know a song that you just wrote is ready to go in the studio to record?
I practice my material at home. I have a setup at home that I actually, do a lot of rough drafts on. I record a lot of my material initially at home, and then if I feel like it's going to be a big record, I'll definitely go to the big studio, or whatever to do that. Or I might even just keep the recording I have at home and, have an engineer to, fine-tune my engineering.
Right. Yeah, I think recording in the comfort of your own home is always the best place. I've seen some of the biggest records come out of a living room or bedroom or closet, and then they just pass it on to somebody who can put some more sauce on it, engineering wise, and that's a huge record.
Definitely.
Yep. So, what would you say the biggest challenge that you ever faced as an artist in the North Carolina area so far would be, and how do you plan to overcome it if you haven't already?
I would say the radio scene. My plan to overcome that is just, you got to take over the streets first. And that's just my opinion. I got to take over the streets. That means I got to, if I got to walk down on every DJ every weekend and, get them to spin my records, that's just what it is. But eventually, everybody's going to start to pick up on things and, it'll get to that point. So I'm just working that angle.
Definitely. How important are the lyrics to you in your songs?
Oh, every time I write a song, the lyrics have to be important, every time. Even, with New Wave Alert, it's not the most conscious song that you would hear on the radio or something like that, but at the same time, it's a banger, but it's still, content in there that's going to let you know, something about me,
Yeah. I've seen a lot of hit records being rewritten in so many capacities. I'm actually from the Bone Thugs and Harmony camp. You remember the song See You at the Crossroads?
Yeah.
They wrote that song at least 15 times before, the public heard it. And now,
wow.
Yeah, now it won them, so many Grammys. Also, a lot of artists, man, that won Grammys had to rewrite their songs to make it fit or change, particular lines and this and that. Do you ever find yourself rewriting much to not only please your standard, but, to stand out in a certain wave of how the industry is flowing?
Oh, yeah, definitely. More so to please my own standard, because at the end of the day, I critique myself harder than anybody.
Really?
If it doesn't sound right to me, yeah, definitely. Like, I'll sit here all day and be like, hey, this doesn't sound that good. I got to come up with something else, Yeah. So that writing process to me is, like, very critical. I'll rewrite something, multiple times if I have to.
What do you do with the lyrics you trash? You're pretty good, man.
I mean, sometimes I might just sit it to the side and try to find another song or another beat to go on with it, and just create another concept with, some pieces to maybe another song that I didn't want in a song. Yeah. It just depends. And sometimes, yeah, they do get trashed, and I just have to start over. But I just love the process.
Yeah, I think some rappers may need your help. Them ones you trash, man. Just let them have it.
Yeah, hey, they got to pay for it, though.
There you go. There you go. All right, man. If you were to choose someone outside of hip-hop or rap to work with, someone making entirely different music than you, who would you choose?
Who would I choose? Yeah, that's a good question. I would say, and I'm going to name a couple people. I would say I definitely want to work with Chris Brown at some point. And it's going to sound funny, but Taylor Swift.
Nah, man. One record with her, you bound to go. You win a few Grammys and get a music video and all kind of endorsements.
Right, and just breaking that whole other realm.
Mm-hmm. That's massive. The Taylor Swift universe, I would say, she's like the top in her genre right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Shout out to Taylor Swift.
Definitely.
Shout out to Breezy too.
Oh yeah. CB, man, dope. Always been dope in my book. Let me ask you this. We just talked about rewriting lyrics. Did you have to rewrite New Wave Alert at any point?
I actually didn't. Like, when I heard the beat for New Wave Alert, like, I had already had the concept in my head. I was like, I just need a beat for it. Yeah. So when I heard the beat, it was like, okay, and I just started putting everything down. Like,
dope. All right.
Yeah, it's crazy, because a lot of times it'll happen like that. Like, I'll write a song in like 30 minutes or less, and it'll be like one of those hit songs, like, because it just came to me like that. Like, the beat was great, everything was right, so it just came out like that. And sometimes, like some of the deeper songs I'll do, like, they take like maybe a day or more, depending on how I'm feeling, and if I get writer's block or something at some point.
Yeah. Do you ever get writer's block? I
do sometimes.
What do you do
it's
for
painful. Sometimes I just like try to stimulate my mind doing something else, like just taking a break from it, because I know just going away at it, it actually doesn't help you get rid of that writer's block. It like makes you more frustrated. So like, and that's just what I've experienced. So I just have to take a step back sometimes.
Yeah, I got you. So I wrote this question, with your song in mind, New Wave Alert. It's a pretty cool song, believe it or not. It's in the line with the current, the curve, I call it, of the mainstream music industry. It's right up there. So you're dealing out the sounds of the time, which is very important, especially if you want to get that mass appeal. Your track is definitely slapping and wavy. The lyrics are on point and in the right place. Can you give us some insight into this particular song?
Okay, yeah, I could definitely do that. So New Wave Alert is pretty much, what the title says. It's the new wave that I'm on, as an artist. So, in my past, I was previously going by my alias, Young Pharaoh. I recently changed to Pharaoh when I just released this project Hieroglyphs. And now I'm working on, I just finished up yesterday my new mixtape that I'm about to do with DJ Holiday, Hieroglyphs 2. And Pharaoh is just me embracing, my title. I feel like a king in the hip-hop, the game. And, that's the new wave that I'm on. So I had to, make a record to make that known. And, I'm pretty much talking about, some of the things that I have going on, at this point in my life. And you'll hear it,
Definitely. All right. How do you continue to challenge yourself as an artist?
I continue to challenge myself day in, day out, just by trying to best myself at every song I do, I'm trying to make a better song every time I write one.
Right. Dope.
I'm studying the game as well, I'm out here actually studying on how to market myself better, marketing strategies. Who do I need to reach out to this time that'll make my marketability stronger than it was before?
Have you studied any artists have you studied any artists that's out now with some success? Have you studied their starting point and how they reached to where they're at?
Definitely. I do that all the time with a lot of artists. Like, I'm a student of the game. Like, I love to just sit down and read success stories on artists that came and they paved the way, and they came from pretty much nothing. One of my favorite is like Gucci Mane. Like, him being a Georgia artist and me growing up. I'm from Georgia. And seeing his come up, from, the DVD Gucci all the way to where he is now, like, that's a big deal. Like, and I study that all the time. Like, that's hence the reason why, I'm working with someone like DJ Holiday on my next project. Yeah. That's a big deal for me, like, studying, that and seeing the people who you have to, kind of come in contact with. You got gateholders at every level. So it's like, you kind of got to hit certain checkpoints. I feel like in your career in order for you to continue to level up as an artist. And, and sometimes it's different for everybody, Maybe, they might drop an album and people just might gravitate towards it like that. But me, being 100% independent, I feel like there's certain ways I have to go and move, that's different than an artist that might be already on a label.
Mm-hmm. And the number one key to that is keeping the momentum going. Keeping those checkpoints and not falling off or falling back or, taking some time off.
Definitely.
All right, man. Where on the internet do you want people to go and find out more about you and hear more of your music?
Definitely. Follow me on Twitter, on Instagram. My handle will be @Pharaoh_the1. That's @Pharaoh_the1. What I mean by the one, THE number 1. Just follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you want to know all the latest information about my music. On my Twitter, you'll see, and in my Instagram, my website is actually posted, pharaoh1.com. I actually have a direct link to my music, my new single, New Wave Alert. It's available on all streaming platforms. So Spotify, iTunes. The only place I haven't hit yet was Tidal, and we're working on that right now.
Nice. All right, man. All right, guys, just in case you didn't get those links, I have them in the description of the show. I did all the hard work, typed them all out perfectly. All you have to do is click it. Thank me later. No, thank me now. All right, back to Pharaoh, though. I just want to say thank you again, man. It's been a real honor getting to hear what you've come up with so far. And I'm looking forward to more, but for now, we'll want to say goodbye. Of course, not at this moment, this very moment, because we have some few things we got to do. But thanks again for your time and answers. And you also get the open floor here to say anything else that you wanted to that we have missed, or shout out some people that you love. Whatever you want to say, man, the floor is yours. And then we'll play your music, and then we'll come back with the hot seats. But for now, do you have anything else you want to say?
Oh, yeah, man, most definitely, man. I appreciate you having me here, first and foremost. Hey, man, shout out to my brother Slim. Shout out to my, my girl Joy. Shout out to my brother CMB. Long live CMB. My brother passed away earlier this year. I'm sad that he's not here to see the success that's coming up. But, he gonna live through us. Definitely. Everybody catch this new wave that he about to play right now. Y'all stay tuned.
All right, and we'll be right back. Here is Pharaoh, New Wave Alert.
triage.
New ways. Hey, 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 hey. New wave alert. New wave alert. New wave alert. New wave alert. Came from nothing and I made it work. Came from nothing and I made it work. Came from nothing and I made it work. New wave alert. New wave. Water. New wave. New wave. Said new wave. Came from nothing and I made it work. Came from nothing and I made it work. Came from nothing and I made it work. New wave alert. Water on me, big gold was hurt. Flash flood when I hold it back. Looking for a way to surf. Looking for a way to surf. And it hit me, made the tire skirt. Yo, ain't bitch, one my favorite skirt. Took her home, nigga, gave her work. She went home in my favorite shirt. Got it poppin', no advance. Wifey counting up them bands. High as fuck, I never land. For that holding down my pants. Give a f what your man say. How much noise can them bands make? Don't make sense if it can't pay. Blow that money like a fan base. Stack it up, stack it up, stack it up. On beat and dry, we used to stack it up. Beating the pot like it's acting up. Fans pull up, time to pack it up. Money jump up like a vertical. Your waves is crashing, it's hurting you. I'm wavy, this water keep coming through. It's never a drop, so surfing. Ooh. Living the life that they wanted to. They wanted a meal, but I wanted to. Get in the car and I lose the route. Don't never go cross me, I'm warning you. Got killers that's hungry, I cut them loose. Don't stop it till we see you on the news. The Pharaoh like Poppins, I got the juice. It's a winner, way that they vibing to. New wave alert. New wave alert. New wave alert. New wave alert. Came from nothing and I made it work. Came from nothing and I made it work. Came from nothing and I made it work. New wave alert. New wave. New wave. Said new wave. Came from nothing and I made it work. Came from nothing and I made it work. Came from nothing and I made it work. New wave alert. Young nigga coming straight out the text. All my life I had to struggle, I'm blessed. Work hard, start posing a threat. You get the wave, all these haters will say. Grind hard, never settle for less. I promise mama we gon' see a check. Remember days we got shot at with text. Now a young nigga flying on jets. I keep coming with the waves, whoa. They keep drowning, ain't no saving. Life goes, wave it goes. Y'all ain't killer, just say the smoke. Y'all clowns, money ain't a joke. Money talking, take some notes. You saw the way, try to stay afloat. I make waves like a Navy boat. We headed up, ain't no letting up. A lot of fake bitches that set us up. They saw our potential, they scared of us. Now we let credentials just carry us. Believe in myself, got my leverage up. I knew in my heart it would play for us. Was not in the car that would tell us. I beat all the hype in my standards up. I used to pray for opportunity. Now look at these people pursuing me. Can't try what these people could do for me. Pray for my unity. I know them pray they can shoot at me. For the treasure was shooting me. They shoot at me or they salute for me. I'm making new wave, but I'm in the sea. New wave alert. New wave alert. New wave alert. New wave alert. Came from nothing and I made it work. Came from nothing and I made it work. Came from nothing and I made it work. New wave alert. New wave. New wave. Said new wave. Came from nothing and I made it work. Came from nothing and I made it work. Came from nothing and I made it work. New wave alert.
Are you living with pain? I was, after a nasty fall. I got relief with 1 hour pain relief. I'm Barry Yarkoni, president, and here's Lisa, a Marine who was injured in Iraq.
After surviving an explosion, I was on horrible painkillers for lingering head, shoulder, back, and knee pain. But I hated the dangers and side effects. My friend told me about 1 hour pain relief, and now I'm off the drugs.
1 hour pain relief is the result of 15 years of research on an amazing extract from hops, the plant used to flavor beer.
Whether your pain is from an injury or just aging, you get safe, all-day relief in less than 1 hour.
We're so sure you'll love 1 hour pain relief, too, that we'll send you a 1-week trial for just a small shipping charge. Call 800-269-9500 right now. That's 800-269-9500. There's no gimmicks, no obligation, no automatic shipments. Stop living with pain. Call 800-269-9500 for your 1-week trial or visit onehourpainrelief.com. That's 800-269-9500.
Yo, definitely a hot track. Definitely to set the radio waves on fire once it gets there. And I know it's going to get there because, man, this track is definitely one to put in your lineup. So all you DJs, make sure you get at Pharaoh to get the track and add it to your playlist. And all you listeners and fans, click those links and connect with the homie Pharaoh. All right, just get started is what I want to tell you guys. What is the best way to get something done? Just get started and do it. But getting started seems to be the hardest part for some of us, especially me. Well, used to be me. Getting out of bed in the morning is difficult for most people, but once you're out, you can generally make it throughout the day without having to crawl back under the covers. Momentum is a powerful force. That's what makes it so hard to get up. The trick is to get momentum working on your side, and the best way to do that is just get started on what you need to do. Simple as that. Once you get started, it usually be much easier to continue. Your momentum helps to carry you through. So get started on whatever you need to do, even if it means just doing something minor or small. In fact, it helps to split up your work into small, manageable sections. That way you don't have to have that feeling of being overwhelmed. Set little goals. I'll get the first 2 pages of this report written this morning and continue to attack your work piece by piece, all right, throughout the week or whenever it's due. It has been said like so many times before that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step. Once you take that first step, you've done everything you need to do to get where you're going. It's just a matter of taking another step and another step and another step until you are where you want to be. The first step gives you the momentum and the confidence to complete your task. Just like Pharaoh was talking about, different checkpoints in the industry that he has to get to. Same goes for you, my friends. Take it from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond. Let's bring back on Pharaoh. So this is the part of the show where we do like a hot seat, and our fans love this part of the segment, and of course along with the actual interview, but the audience get to hear either like some vocals, poem, inspirational speech, maybe a freestyle rap, maybe a joke or two, or you have a story for us, or maybe you can play a live instrument. Well, you never know what these creative minds and vessels will produce in the spotlight, and today we'll find out if Pharaoh have what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of his true artistry, and maybe even some hidden talents. So, Pharaoh, what do you have for us?
I'll give y'all some bars, man. I'm going to go ahead because that's what I do. I'm going to give y'all some bars.
Dope.
Yeah. Money counter in the bando. Got a plug named Fernando. He get busy with a 36. 17 for the slab, though. Count money, doing math, ho. I did a donut pulling out the trap at the bank, so I laughed, though. You broke hater with a sad hoe. Got a plug in Savannah. About to cop a crib down in Tampa. Big college girl from Montana. She let me in her sandals. Money talk. Grandma, my plug, he speaking Espanol. I told him I can't understand him. Money catch the keys, no piano. Yeah, you know, just a little something. You know.
All right. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Nice. That's dope. Oh, hey, man, we got a question from Google Hangouts from Hot Boy 1972, or maybe 192-7. I could be wrong. All right. He wants to know why did you make the transition from Georgia to North Carolina, and what keeps you from going back?
Oh, I'm actually here because, and this is going to sound funny to a lot of people, but I'm actually active duty Army right now. Like, I'm a paratrooper. Like, I'm in the United States Army. That's why I'm in North Carolina, because I work in Special Operations Army.
Nice. Paratrooper, huh?
Yep.
Man, from Vigilantes-Radio, we just want to say thank you for serving our country and providing us with these freedoms. Like now on the radio, now we have freedom of speech all over the world. So thank you for your service, my brother.
I appreciate that. And I just want to say, I don't have any problem with going back to Georgia. I still go down there. Like, I'm about to go down there tonight for a show. I actually got to leave right after this. So I'm about to head down there for that show.
Dope, man. Dope. Thanks for the question, Hot Boy 1972 or -72. Appreciate that question. All right, before we go, anything else, man? Because Pharaoh has to hit the road. Yep. All right, we got another one from Anna Marie. She wants to know, what was the name of your first project, and is it available online?
So the name of my first project is like plugged in, but like it's not available online. I locked that away in the hard drive. But my most recent project that I did, and we could call it my first official project, it's on Nat Piff. It's an exclusive to Dat Piff. It's called Hieroglyphs.
Nice. Now you're about to do Hieroglyphs 2, right?
Yep, Hieroglyphs 2, hosted by DJ Holiday.
Yeah. So exclusive mixtape as the first official joint, and now you're doing one with DJ Holiday. Oh man, that is too dope. That's those checkpoints I was telling you guys about, or he was telling you guys about. All right, thank you, Pharaoh, everybody, and everybody, Pharaoh. We appreciate you, man, for sure.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. Everybody have a blessed weekend. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Go out there, turn up, but be safe.
Definitely.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab it from either Spreaker.com/only1media group, iTunes, YouTube, the app called Podcast Addict, or our website, which is only1mediagroup.com, and that goes for every single show that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or send something for us to play, email it to theRadio@only1mediagroup.com. Here my disclaimer: we are genre-free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, something you got to deal with. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, dini-mussolini, I appreciate you guys for tuning in either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. And also special thanks to our guests for joining us. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Tumblr. We are all over. Just connect with us and we do follow back. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely freaking great at just doing that. Peace.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.